I'm so glad you're here. We are going to do a 30-minute workout today. It's going to focus on inner thighs, low belly, and arms. No equipment needed, so let's get moving. We're going to start with a plank position, hands shoulder width distance on your mat, feet are closed together, hold and breathe. We're going to find that lift of the heart between the shoulder blades, the broadness across the collarbones, length from the tailbone through the crown of head. We're going to exhale, crease at the hips and the knees as we draw it back, shifting back through the shoulders. Inhale as you bring it forward. Magnetizing those outer thighs helps us find the low belly and inner thighs. And finding broadness across the collarbones is going to get us into the middle back, arms and shoulders. Inhale, bring it forward. Hold this next one here. We're going to do a downhill ski, but bring your left ankle across your right. So now we're just on the right foot. Exhale, swing the hips to the right as we reach back this time. Inhale through center, and then we're going to reach the hips to the left. Exhale as we reach back. Inhale through center. If this gets aggressive, you can always put both feet back down or stay on the single foot. Inhale with length. Exhale as we swivel. Inhale forward, hold both feet down. Exhale one time through center. Magnetizing those inner thighs, find that connection again. Right foot comes over the left, here we go. Exhale as we reach, thinking about the hips drawing towards the left. Inhale through center, magnetize those outer thighs the whole time to activate the inner thighs, low belly. Once more to the left. Exhale. Inhale as we bring it forward. Last time to the right. Exhale as we crease. Inhale through center. Hold through that plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, and both knees down. We're going to go into our low lunge sequence. We're going to add a little rotation today. Flip the right toes under, left foot is forward, and we're going to start with the left arm up, right arm down. Here we go. And then we are exhaling as we bring it back all the way down. Tap the right knee to the floor. Use that inhale to lift and fully extend both legs as we rotate the ribs. The hips shine straight forward the whole time. Try to keep your weight centered. That's how we're going to find the low belly, inner thigh connection. If we load into the back leg or the forward leg too much, we won't find that inner thigh connection, and we want to find the inner thighs kind of like a pair of scissors, drawing away and drawing towards one another. Inhale to come up. Exhale as you unwind. We're adding that waistline rotation, getting into the low belly, inner thigh connection. This is the last one. We're going to do a slow lowering down. Here we go. Unwind. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and knee goes down. All right, guys, we're going to go into a little mermaid set here. So sit on down on your right hip. Your left knee is behind you. Float your arms all the way out to the sides, or you can always have your hand down for support. We're going to shift the weight into the right hip. Now my left knee and left foot are up off the ground. All we're going to do is a tiny little kick back. I want you to focus your energy and your effort to the back side of that left hip. So think about creasing right where your seat and your leg meet. We call that your glam line, where the glutes and the hamstrings meet. You should feel some heat right through the back side of the body straight away. As we're working, make sure we don't collapse into the right side. We're lifting up and away from the right hip the whole time. Little crease back. Let's go for 8 more here. Try to keep the toes at the same height as the knee. We're opening up the hips. We've been doing a lot of sitting over this last year. Let's open up those hips with power for 3. This is 2. And bring the knee down. Stay in this position. We're going to take the right arm all the way down. Left arm goes up and across. And then we're going to inhale as we raise up onto both knees, opening the hips. Exhale, forearm goes down, side bend. Inhale, lift from under your seat. Lift with the breath. Exhale, arcing over. Inhale, think about your glutes, sending your body up and forward. Exhale as we decelerate down. Try not to push off of your arm. You want to use the breath and your core to do that lift. Exhale on the way down. Inhale on the way up. We're going to go for 4 more just like this. Inhale as you raise. Exhale as we lower down. This is 2. And this is our last one. Bring it all the way down. We're gonna go into our forearms on our backs. So we're not gonna lay all the way down. We're gonna bring our forearms down, and then we're gonna send our legs long. So if this is aggressive to your back, you can always choose knees bent like so. Legs go long, and we're gonna do arcs to either side of the mat. So we're gonna exhale as we lower. Inhale, bring it up through center. And then exhale, lower to the other side. Inhale, up through center. And exhale as we lower. With control, try not to move the ribs. The pelvis can shift side to side. But we're gonna keep a lot of control and keep fluid movement happening. This is really activating through the low belly, through the waistline as we switch side to side. I'm going to demonstrate it now with bent knees, so it's the same range of movement, but if it feels aggressive to your body or to your low back, you simply do the same thing with bent knees. Try not to sink into the elbows or the shoulders. You want to find lift the whole time. Find that reach, find that breath. Think about the ribs lifting away from the hips. Let's go for 2 more here, guys. This is the last one to the right. Last one to the left. Bring it in through center, and the feet go down to the mat. All right, now we are going to lay all the way down onto our backs, and we are going to take the right leg up towards the sky. We're going to take the left hand up towards the sky, and the right hand goes behind our head. We're going to come up and across in a little rotation. Bring it back, but keep your head up. Now the left leg reaches up and taps back down. Keep it off the floor. Rotate up and across. Back through center. Leg comes up and leg lowers down. So that's our sequence. That's our range of movement. Rotate up and across and bring the left leg up and the left leg down. I don't know about you guys on your end, but that right leg of mine is shaking like crazy. It's meant to be a sincere challenge. So find that effort in your body. Find that length on the front spine. Reaching up, lowering down. And think about rotating across. Think about the left rib reaching towards the right inner thigh. That's the emphasis and the intention, rather than thinking about the hand reaching for the foot. I don't care how far that reaches. Think about the rib rotating. 1 more like this, guys. Rotate up and across and bring it all the way down. All right, let's flip it over, and we're gonna go into a rolling plank with a side arc. So we're gonna take our forearms down onto the mat and take your feet about 4 inches apart parallel behind you. We're gonna load the weight into the right shoulder, bringing the left arm up, and then we're gonna arc to the side. That's an inhale breath. And then we're gonna exhale, bring it back through center. And then we're gonna shift the weight to the left. Right arm goes up, and we arc. Bring it back through center, 2 hands down, and shift side to side. If this is aggressive in your body, you can do this on your knees as well. And that's gonna take some of the challenge down a little bit while you still get the same focus. Inhale, find lift and openness through the ribs. Exhale, back through center. With control, keeping your hips lifted up as you go through center. We don't wanna come into a pike, but we also don't wanna hang into those hips. Center out the weight. Rotating to the other side, sculpting through the arms and shoulders. Keeping power and strength through the back line of the body, into the sideline. Inhale for length. This is the last time for the left arc. Bring the right arm up. Inhale, arc with power. Bring it back through that center plank and bring both knees down. All right, you guys, let's take care of that single leg crisscross, other side. So we're gonna lay back down onto the mat. We're gonna bring the right leg long to the floor. Left leg goes up to the sky. Right arm goes up to the sky. Left hand goes under the base of the skull. Here we go. Inhale, up and across. Come back through center. Right leg comes up. Right leg lowers down. Up and across. Back through center, keeping your head and shoulders lifted. And back down. Up and across. Bring it here. Right leg goes up and lowers back down. Find that inhale breath for your rotation. Think about the right ribs reaching to the left inner thigh. Just a few more here, guys. Stay with it. This is 2. This is gonna be our last one. Make it count. Inhale, lengthen and rotate. Bring it back through center and both legs go down. All right, guys, let's go into that low lunge on the other side. Right foot comes forward. Left foot goes back. And we are going to have the right arm down, left arm up. Here we go. We're gonna inhale, rotating up as the hands switch and the ribs rotate towards the right. And then we're gonna unwind, bring it all the way back down, and the left knee touches the ground. Inhale, slowly rising up. At the top, the ribs are rotating to the right. And bring it back down. Find that inhale breath helping to elevate and lengthen you as you rotate. And the exhale breath decelerates you down. Finding that connection of the inner thighs helping to lift you and lower you. Finding the balance of weight from the forward leg to the back leg. No one's getting a free ride here. Navel is up and in the whole time. Let's go for 2 more like this. Exhale to bring it down. Inhale as we rotate. Last one, lowering down to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. All right, let's take care of the mermaid on the right side. So we are going to sit onto our left hip this time. The right leg is behind us. We're gonna shift our weight so that the right leg comes up and off of the ground. Arms are outbound, and it's a little reach back. Right from that right glam line, it's a little reach back. Keep it small and controlled. Think about the right toes staying at the same height as your right knee. Think about trying not to lean into that left hip. You're gonna shift some, that's fine, but we don't wanna lean and collapse and kind of hang out in that left hip. You wanna think about that lift and length the whole time. Let's go for 3 more here. We're gonna come into that elevated lift in 2. And last one, bring the right leg down. Left forearm comes down. We go into a side bend. And then we're gonna inhale as we come up to the top, lifting from under your seat. With control, exhale as you lower down and arc. Inhale as you rise, thinking about the back side of the hips, lifting you as the front side opens. Exhale as you arc. Inhale as you come up for that rise. Thinking about control in both directions. We don't want to drop to the ground and we don't want to kind of force our way up, pushing with our hand. We want to lift and lower via the core, inner thighs, and hamstrings, elevating us, opening the front side of that hip joint. Exhale as you crease deeply. Let's go for 2 more here. Inhale as we bring it up. Exhale as we lower down. We're coming into a squat next. This is our last lift here. And bring it all the way down. All right, let's rise onto our feet. We are gonna go into a squat sequence. Bring your knees and toes glued together. And we're going to exhale as we crease at the hips. Then the knees bend, equal weight across the soles of the feet. Inhale as you bring it up. Keep working, magnetizing the thighs, making sure you're melting into the soles of the feet rather than loading just into the heels or the balls of feet. Exhale as we lower down, draw the ribs close to the spine. Inhale as you use that breath and length to elevate you back to standing. You can always add the arms, additional cardio effort, additional conditioning and toning, sculpting through the arms as we lift our seat. We're gonna change it up in 2 more. Get ready. Exhale as we lower down. Inhale as we come up. What we're gonna do is add a little side step. So keep your left leg where it is. The right leg comes out as we do a single leg squat. And then we inhale, bring it up. 2 legs stay together. Exhale down just like we started. Inhale, bring it up. Now the left leg goes out, a single leg squat on the right side. Reach as if you're sitting down on a chair behind you. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, both legs bend. Inhale as you raise. Now just the left side. Left leg bends, right leg steps out. Inhale, bring it back through center. Thinking about connecting the glutes through the heel and connecting the inner thigh, low belly via big toe, second toe. So you want the whole sole of the foot really active as we work through this sequence. We don't want to load any part more than the other. Keep it nice and balanced. Exhale as we lower down, creasing deeply at the hips. Inhale to come on up. Hold this next one, right leg out, arms up, hold and breathe. I'm gonna ask you to make sure you have the big toe, second toe connected. Right leg is long. Without changing your heel or your hip, we're gonna do a little fascial floss. That means a tiny bend and extend. It should feel really shaky. That's lubricating your fascia, which holds everything together inside your body, and it's gonna improve your flexibility and functionality. Hands can go on your hips if it's feeling aggressive, or keep them up if you are after more here. Last 3 little micro bends. It's teeny tiny, you might not even see it on your end, but you're gonna feel it inside your body. Last 2. Leg goes long, inhale, breath, come up, down through center. Exhale as we lower, hold and breathe. Check in that the outer thighs are magnetizing, collarbones are wide. Inhale, bring it up. We're going into that single leg squat. Right leg bends, left leg is long. Make sure your big toe is down on the ground. Your right hip is reaching back. Baby bend and extend. Baby bend and extend. Keep it tiny, tiny, tiny. Good, you should feel that shaking all the way head to toe. If you allow the knee to bend too much, or if you allow the heel to move, it's not gonna feel like much. So if you're not feeling much, I challenge you to make it a tiny bit smaller and really find that shake through your own skin. Here we go. Last 2, we're gonna come through one last center squat. Bring it all the way up, last time. Exhale as we lower down, hold and breathe. Last challenge for the squat sequence. If you're after it, you can bring both heels off the floor by about 1 inch, not all the way up. Hold and breathe. For 6, get a little bit lower in the squat. For 5, we're going onto our hands and knees. In 4, in 3, in 2, and heels go down. Inhale and rise up. All right, let's go into some rainbow arcs with our left leg. So we're gonna come on down onto our forearms on the mat. On your knees and on your forearms. Hands are like starfish, looking straight down. We're gonna take the big toes of the left foot and drag them back across the mat till that leg is long. From here, we're gonna pick the leg up into your best diagonal, cross the midline of the body, tap the mat to the right with your left foot, pick it up and over, and then tap to the left. Bring it up and over. So it's like we're making a whole semicircle or a full rainbow shape coming up and over. So I'm going to show you from the front. You keep working on your end just so you can see what that range of movement is. You want to feel it happening, crossing the midline of the body to the opposite side, up and over, and then touching the left side of the floor. Up and over, touching the right side of the floor. If you're looking for more focus through the triceps, keep doing that same range of movement, but you can hover the elbows off of the floor and you'll feel the back line of the body light up pretty sincerely. Hold the next one where you're off to the left, close to the floor. You're off to the left, close to the floor. And then we're going to turn that inner thigh towards the sky and spin it towards the floor. So it's like the top of your thigh bone is a doorknob and we're rotating the leg without moving it up or down. We're rotating the top of the thigh through the pelvis. That's going to light up through the glute med, inner thigh, low belly, and waistline. Let's go for 2 more. And last one, bring the knee all the way down. All right, let's go into a roll down with an oblique orientation, getting into our waistline. So we are going to have our legs long in front of us. Arms are wide, and open your arms with a soft bend, kind of like bird wings. We're gonna lean back with a flat back. Before you do anything else, rotate towards the left. So now your ribs have rotated towards the left, and now we're gonna slide the tailbone under us, going into a very shallow curl. Hold. This hold is gonna stay here. We're gonna lift the left upper inner thigh. Lift and lower. So it's thinking more about a reach rather than a height. You want to think about the toes reaching through the wall in front of you as you hold that shallow scoop, lengthen and reach. You have 4 more like this. This is 3. Find that length in the front body rather than shortening into it. You have 2. And last one, unwind with control and bring it all the way up. Going into some tricep focused dips. Knees are bent, palms are flat on the floor. We're gonna pick up our hips up off the floor. It's not a great big distance. We're gonna bend the elbows, tap the hips down. Inhale, arms come up, hold. We're gonna step into a long bridge. Keep the booty up. Then we're gonna crease, elbows bend as we tap the hips down, bring it all the way back up. Walk your feet back in. Just a few of these. Tap the hips down, knees bent. Bring it up. Legs go long. Bend the elbows as the hips tap down. Bring it up. Walk your feet back in. Hips go down. We're doing 4 total. This is the 3rd one. Legs go long. Crease at the hips, elbows bend. Bring it up. Last time, knees bent. Hips go down. Bring it up. Legs go long. Last time. Slowly crease down and bring it up. Walk the feet back in and set it back down. Let's take care of those rainbows on the other side. We're gonna come onto our forearms. The right leg this time is gonna glide behind us. Float the right leg up, starting with across the midline of the body. Tap to the left side of the mat with the right foot. Bring it up and over and tap to the right side. So that leg is reaching with length. Collarbones are wide. You're looking straight down at the mat. You don't want to look up. You want to keep the back line of the body long. Keep the left hip reaching away from the left ribs, especially when you cross the midline. That left hip is going to want to come up and kiss the ribs. Try to keep it distanced, thinking about that reach and that length. Again, if you want more tricep focus, hover those elbows off the mat like so, and that's going to give you a lot more focus through the middle back and the triceps. So you choose what your challenge is today. We're going to hold the right foot off the mat to the right, hold it off the mat to the right, And then we're gonna swivel the top of that thigh bone. It's like a doorknob, swiveling inbound and outbound. So we're going from internal to external rotation. Reach the left hip back. Thinking about moving from the top of the thigh bone, not from the foot. 3 more. This is 2. And last 1, bring it down. All right, let's take care of the roll down on the other side. This is getting into the home stretch, guys. We're so close. Bring your legs long in front of you. Arms go long, open with a soft bend to the elbows. We're gonna rotate to the right this time. So the ribs rotated open. Lean with a flat back and melt just the tailbone under you so you have a long curl in the body. Here we go. Right upper inner thigh floats off the floor and bring it back down. Not a great big range of movement. Think about length and reach rather than thinking about doing a high kick. Think instead about the toes reaching through the wall in front of you and beyond. Lengthen and reach. Find that rotation in the ribs and the breath. Find that inhale breath to lengthen crown of head away from the foot as that right inner thigh elevates off the floor, getting into that waistline. Last 3. This is 2. And last 1. Bring it all the way down. And we are going to lay onto our backs. We're going to go into a bridge with a little focus through the glute med. Arms go long at your sides. I have my heels touching and toes turned out. So we're in a turned out position. Pick up your hips up into the top of your bridge, making sure your knees did not collapse outbound. You want to keep them organized. Your glutes are holding the pelvis up. I'm going to challenge you to bring your hands into prayer, actively imprinting in, so you should feel the middle back really strong. Holding your bridge up, we're going to go into a small butterfly via the upper inner thighs. So think about your inner thighs spiraling up to the sky and then returning. It's not about the knees flapping in the breeze, guys. It's the top of the thigh bones. You should feel this really firing up through the glute med into the waistline at a diagonal and beyond. So upper inner thighs spiral outbound. Find intention. Think about your hands really imprinting towards one another. Think about the glutes supporting you, lifting you up. Last 4. We have 1 more thing and then we stretch, guys. Last 3. Keep it focused, equal weight on the soles of the feet. Last 2. With control, bring it down. All right, guys, I'm going to offer 2 variations for scissors to finish our workout this morning. You can choose to do scissors with your back on the floor and your legs long. It would look like this. Right leg goes down, left leg stays up, and then we switch. So that's option number 1. If you're looking for more, we're going to elevate into a little reverse abdominal curl. You can use your hands to support your pelvis if you'd like to, and then we're going to scissor the legs in this elevated position. Isn't that nice on a Monday morning? You're welcome. Find that reach. Find those scissored upper inner thighs. Find that control. It's not the legs just kicking back and forth for fun. We want to find the inner thighs moving those legs. Can you take a little bit of the weight out of your hands? Think about lifting with the core, finding the length in your body. Find that reach. It's not about distance. It's about length and reach. Let's go for 4. This is 3. We stretch next, guys. Stay with it. This is 2. This is our last set. Bring the feet together and slowly lower down. Come on up, guys. We've made it. We're going to sit on our right hip, right leg bends, and we're going to arc over towards the left ankle or the left foot. Take a nice breath here. We're going to bring the right hand to the floor. Left hand comes in front of the knee. Rotate through the upper back. Come through center. We're going to go into a butterfly stretch. Soles of our feet come together. You can hold onto your feet or your ankles and just find a really nice opening stretch through the inner thighs, through the pelvic floor, through the low back, and just sink into there. Go ahead and sit onto the left hip. The right leg extends out to this side. We're gonna arc towards the right ankle and the right foot. Nice deep breath here, opening through the side body, through the hips. Left hand comes to the floor. Right hand comes to the floor, opening through the upper back. Find your breath, always in rotation. And last thing, let's come back into a butterfly, opening through the hips. Take a nice deep breath here. Inhaling gratitude for the strength and health of your body to do that workout together. Exhaling any tension in your body or your spirit that isn't serving you this morning. And we can come up and out and have an amazing week ahead, you guys. Thank you so much for working it out with me. If you have any questions about the workouts, I am at Amy Jordan Official. You can DM me. I'm most happy to give you input, answer questions. You can also find lots of workouts like this on Wunda Bar Pilates. It was so fun to work out with you. Thanks for being here. Have a beautiful week. Happy Monday.